Thomas and his friends. Thomas goes on holiday. It's a lovely holiday for Thomas on the island of Sodor. This is the story of Thomas, the adventurous blue engine, on the time he went on a grand holiday around Great Britain. One sunny morning on Sodor, Thomas was getting ready for a very important job. He was going on a tour of Great Britain. You will pick up passengers in Edinburgh and take them on holiday to Brighton, Thomas, said Sir Topham Hatt. A tour guide will show you the stops on the way. Wish! Thomas was so excited. After a long journey, Thomas arrived at his first stop. Welcome to Edinburgh, said the tour guide. She pointed to a big, spooky looking building. Did you know? Edinburgh Castle is nearly 900 years old. That's nearly as old as Gordon, giggled Thomas. In no time at all, the passengers and the luggage were on board. Thomas was ready to roll. Clickety-clack, clickety-clack, clickety-clack. Thomas steamed through the Scottish countryside with all his passengers. Whee! I am Thomas on tour. Thomas whistled to a shiny, fast train. Whoosh! The train sped fast. Faster, faster, faster. Thomas zoomed into England. No stopping ahead, no stopping ahead, warned the tour guide. But Thomas wasn't listening. He had seen something standing in a field. Something huge. Scritch. Thomas skated to a stop. Bump! All the luggage tumbled onto the rocks. Oh no! Sorry, puffed Thomas, but, a giant. Thomas stared at a big shape ahead. That's a sculpture, Thomas, said the tour guide. It's the Angel of the North. Thomas blushed. He had made a big mess on the tracks, but help soon arrived to clear the luggage. It was dark when Thomas rolled up to his last stop for the night. A big bright light was twinkling in the sky. Wow! Look at that tall star, gasped Thomas. The tour guide smiled. That's not star, it's the Blackpool Tower. Thomas thought the twinkling tower was amazing. Early the next morning, the station guard woke Thomas. Time to collect more coal, he said. But Thomas was so tired. I'll just have a bit more sleep, he yawned. When he woke up again, the passengers were all climbing on board. Next stop, Snowdonia, called the tour guide. Thomas was so excited. He forgot all about the cold. Thomas was soon whizzing through the wheels. He steamed past Conway Castle. And he saw Mount Snowdon. Thomas was excited. He was so excited. He didn't notice his engine starting to fizz and his wheels turning slower, screech. Thomas suddenly flew back down the track and came to a stop. He had completely run out of coal. Oh dear! Poor Thomas didn't feel like a useful engine at all. After Thomas was filled up with the coal the next day, he was determined to be a really useful engine. Stay on the branch line to London, the tour guide called out. But Thomas had another idea. The main line was faster than the branch line. I will switch tracks and I will be super duper speedy, thought Thomas. But the main line wasn't fast at all. The main line was bumpy and broken. A big sign blocked the way. The track ahead was closed for repairs. Fizzling fireboxes. I should have stayed on the branch line. I should have listened, puffed Thomas. Thomas slowly bumped back up the track. Maybe if I just listen more, I can be useful again, he thought. Sure enough, back on the branch line, Thomas whizzed to London, bang on time. A friendly barge called Dilly showed Thomas the sights. He listened to everything she said. There is Big Ben, Dilly said about a clock tower. Big Ben is the nickname for the clock's bell. Wow, Pete Thomas. Listening is fun and I like learning new things too. Then when the tour guide told Thomas to travel slowly to Brighton, he listened. He chugged steadily on his muddy wheels. Thomas was dirty, tired, and needed repairs. But as he pulled into Brighton station, he was happy to be useful again. Hooray for Thomas, that tour engine! All the passengers cheered. After a washdown, his buffers were buffed and he was fitted with shiny new wheels. Now you can have a holiday too, Thomas, smiled the tour guide. Thomas giggled. He had no problem listening this time. He was definitely ready to have a very helpful holiday of his own. Beep, beep. the island of Soda, with castles and Titmoth sheds and Bandam dogs. This page is about the creator, the Reverend W. Awdry. Thomas goes on holiday. Thomas is off on an adventure to Great Britain. His passengers want to visit many landmarks including the Angel of North, Mount Snowdon, Edinburgh Castle, Big Ben. They took a few wrong turns along the way. Can Thomas give everyone an amazing holiday and get them to their destination on time? Thomas finally pulled it. That was really good. Bye bye, Thomas. You can go for a holiday now. That's the end.